guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing another eyeshadow tutorial. Woo! So I recently got a package from Hank and Henry Beauty. And I got two palettes, but I decided to go into the Teddy 9 eyeshadow palette, which is this little guy right here. So when you open him up, you have all of these pretty warm fall eyeshadows. Sorry about this, you guys, or this hand. I have lash glue. I apologize. Somebody tiró me lash glue today and I'm like, no. But anyways, we're gonna go into this little palette here and I want to create something brown. I kind of want to go into these two eyeshadows right here. This is my first time actually using Hank and Henry Beauty eyeshadows. I actually have his liquid lipstick in 1985. It's a nice nude lipstick. And it's also matte. It can be a little bit drying, so just an FYI, but I absolutely love that color so much. So this is my first time using his eyeshadows, so I'm so excited. Also, if you guys can notice, my lips are tore up. Your girl tried Hyaluronic Pen Filler, if that's how you say it. I will list my girl down below. I'll list her Instagram. My friend Adi did them for me. So I've always wanted to get my lips done. You guys, you know, have heard me say this a lot here on my channel. So I'm really scared of the whole process because I do hear que si duele. And needles, you know, like into your lips kind of scare me. And so I was sitting at home one day and my girl texted me and she's like, hey, do you want to try the Hyaluronic Pen Filler? And I was like, what is that? So then my ass obviously YouTubed it. It's like this big thing that like injects the hyaluronic into your lips. I don't really know how to explain it very well, so that's why I'm gonna link my friend's Instagram down below. She did do a post about it, and it's not as painful as when you do get your lips done. And she's like, do you want to give it a try, since I know you've always wanted to get your lips done? And I'm like, you know what, let's go ahead and give it a try. And I'm gonna show you guys a before of my lips here, and then I'll show you a after. Right now they've came down a lot from the swelling, but they're still pretty plumped. I actually really do like it. I literally don't want to go back. My lips are so paper thin when you look at the before, and now they're like super plumpy and I love them. This is day 2 because I did get them yesterday. So I'm gonna see how the next couple of days, how they do turn out, and I'll be doing a little, you know, update on my Instagram, so definitely follow me there because I will be posting it on my IG stories. And then he did send over the beauty blenders and more goodies as well. Of course, I'm gonna go into my Urban Decay Eden Primer. You guys know that I love this stuff. You know what's so funny that, well, I don't know if it's funny, but I lost my concealer brushes that I normally use to like clean my brows and apply this all over my lid. And apply this all over my lid. I don't know what happened to them. So I'm going to be using the Morphe M705 to just apply this primer all over my lid. I really don't know, you guys. I have like a smaller one, and then I have like the Sigma F75, which is one that I would always use. Y no lo puedo encontrar. I don't know where it's at. So I found these at Target. This is the e.l.f. Line and Define eye tape, which I think these are freaking amazing. So what this is that you can take these off like this and you apply it to your eyes however you want to apply it, and this gives you a nice guideline. You can create more of a cat eye look with this too. Just makes it so much easier also for beginners if you know, feel like your eyeshadow is too messy and you want a nice clean cut towards the outer corner. This is a really great guideline for that. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the Morphe. This is the purple brush that came in a purple set. Unfortunately, I think they are discontinued, but any small detail brush, I think the Morphe M506 is also a great dupe for this one. You just want something very skinny and tiny and very detailed. I'm going to go into the shade called Teddy, which is this dark brown right here. I think it's a brown color. What we're going to do is just place it right in the crease. It's actually coming off like a dark plum, I think. Does that look dark plum to you? I think that looks like a dark plum. I'm taking the eyeshadow into the crease and then extending it towards the outer corner, reaching the tape, and then I'm going to start to darken up the outer corner as well. Alright, so next, you guys, I'm going to go into the Morphe M433. You guys already know this is my baby. And I'm going to go into the shade called Bare Necessities, which is this brown shade right here. Now that I'm looking at this eyeshadow right here, I'm like, yeah, this kind of looks like a dark purple. I don't know why I thought it looked like a dark brown. Estoy ciega. I think my age is getting to me. So anyways, we're gonna go into Bare Necessities and we're gonna go ahead and just blend out the edges and make this a little bit more smoother. Okay, so this blendability, okay. This, you guys, is blending out so nicely. I was not expecting this. I know that I always say that whenever I play with new eyeshadows, but they always like, they shooketh, you know, it shookeths me. So what I'm doing, you guys, is of course blending out the edges, but I'm also taking it into that dark purple that we did place, so that way they both marinate really well. And then with whatever you have left on your brush, I like to just buff it going upwards. And this really helps to diffuse it and make it look more soft and blended. Now, so that way we don't lose any of like the purpley plum, dark plum. I'm gonna go back into my Morphe M433 and I'm gonna go back into the shade called Teddy once again, and just to touch it up in the crease, that way we don't lose that color. And just go back and forth, just very little. I don't want to go in too much because I'm really liking the way that it's already nicely blended, so we don't want to F that up. Going back to my Urban Decay Eden Primer, we're going to start to cut our crease. So I'm just going to do a half cut crease because I already smoked out the outer corners right here. So I'm just going to take it in here and then just cut it right there. Alright guys, I'm going to go back to my Morphe M433 and I'm going to go into the shade called Teddy once again, and just to buff out the outer edges from the primer. But we mainly just want to focus it right here. And I'm using tapping motions. I'm not going like this. I'm literally just tapping the product in towards the outer corner. I'm going to be using my BEBELLA NG335 brush. And I am going to use some setting spray. I'm going into the MAC Fix Plus, and it's the matte setting spray. I'm just going to spray the brush. This kind of reminds me of my MAC 239 brush. It's nice and flat, and I love to use this to apply shimmery eyeshadows. So I'm going to go into Fuzzies. I thought this was going to come off really dark, but it's actually not that dark. So let's go into this one. Whoa, this is really pretty. Okay, I like this. And then don't worry, I'll come back in with the Morphe M433 and just tap some more eyeshadow there. I really thought this was gonna be way darker than what it comes off to be. Okay, I love this. So pretty. Alright guys, so I did this eye off camera because I didn't know what I really wanted to do with the eyeliner. So I went into gel, of course, and I'm going into the Maybelline Eye Studio. This is their blackest black gel eyeliner. And I went ahead and put it on the back of my hand so I can warm up the product. And then I'm using a small defined brush by Morphe as well from the purple set. So I'm gonna go ahead and just warm up the product back here, you guys can see. And then what we're gonna do is create a wing. So just like if you were doing a regular wing. And with gel liner, you guys, you do wanna work with it pretty fast before it does dry. So I'm gonna go into my Morphe M222 and I'm just going back into the shade called Teddy to blend out that gel liner. All right, my love, so it's something like that. Just keep blending back and forth. I do go into my Morphe M433 as well, picking up some more of that Teddy shade, and then also just pat the eyeshadow. Really important, you do not go like this. You just want to go ahead and just tap the shadow in first and then start to slowly go back and forth like that. Now it's time to remove the tape. As you guys notice, the tape has not moved. It has actually stayed in its place. So you just want to go ahead and take it off like that, and look at that. Super cut. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and start on my skin. Now I do want to use these beauty blenders that Hank and Henry sent out. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply my primer, clean off, of course, all this fallout because we want a nice clean canvas before we go into the skin. So I will be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and soak these and get this a little damped. All right guys, so here is the sponge. So it actually got a little puffy than the normal size. So did the small one. Look, oh, they're so cute. I'm gonna go ahead and just start to apply it this way. All right guys, so far my thoughts on this beauty sponge. I like it. I feel like it applies the product really well. And it feels like a normal beauty blender. The only thing that I would definitely say is that I like my beauty blenders to be more like this, you know, with like el piquito, or to go like a triangle, because I like to get underneath my eyes, and I feel like this is like I have to squeeze it to be able to get underneath there. And I don't know, maybe it's because I'm just so used to having a beauty blender that has that looks more like a triangle. But overall, I feel like it applied the foundation really nicely. My skin's been breaking out like crazy, you guys, because of the stupid masks. Ugh. Any tips on that, please comment down below, because your girl is suffering. And it's literally only like right here where I apply the masks. I'm gonna go into my concealer shade number 6 from KKW Beauty. All right guys, so I'm gonna go into that little beauty sponge. So let me grab my mirror and I'm gonna start to just pat in the concealer into my skin and push it in. And okay, so this actually helps for this particular eyeshadow look. So that's a plus, right? So it actually blends in my concealer really well, which I'm actually really liking. Okay, don't mind both of these, to be honest. I feel like they blend out the product really well, but I'm really liking this little one. All right guys, so for the bottom lash line, I'm gonna go back into the shade called Teddy, and I'm using this Sonia Kashuk brush. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it towards the lower lash line and just buff it in towards the black gel liner and of course the shade Teddy. Same shade, and then we're just gonna buff this all together. I am gonna go into Bare Necessities as well, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing, just apply this on top and just blend so that way it does match the top. For the waterline, I'm going to go into my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Black Market, and it's just a black matte. And we're going to place this, like I said, in the waterline and then just take it down towards the lower lash line to buff that out. And I'm going to go ahead and just blend those edges out on the liner. I also like how I'm seeing that there's not a lot of fallout on my cheeks from me blending this lower lash line out. Y eso que no tengo no setting powder underneath. So this actually is really nice. For the inner corner highlight, I'm going to go back into the palette and I'm going to be picking up the shade called Barely There, which is this one right here. And I'm going to go ahead and use a pencil brush from Morphe. This is the S20. And I'm just going to apply it right into the inner corner. Gonna go into my Bad Gal Bang Mascara from Benefit to coat my bottom lashes. Alright my honeys, and that is it for today's makeup tutorial on me using the Hank & Henry Teddy palette. So this is the eyeshadow look that I came up with using this particular little palette. What are your guys' thoughts? Please comment down below and let your girl know, because I want to know what you guys think of this eyeshadow tutorial. If you guys are inspired by this, please do not forget to tag me on Instagram, because you know that I absolutely love to see your guys' recreations. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys!